I'll be moving on. Yes, I'll be on my way. Love like the music. Yes, I'll be moving on. Yes, I'll be on my way. Love like the music. Yes, I'll be moving on. Yes, I'll be on my way. Love like the music. If you see my mother, tell her I'm alright. I'm just walking around for fun. If you see my mother, tell her I'm alright. I'm just walking around for fun.
All right. Hey, hey. We are here. We are here. We are here. Welcome again to the beatzillapdx official show. I'm beatzillapdx officially. Um, as some of y'all have been seeing in the news, there's a lot going on concerning my city. I'm in Portland, Oregon, for those who don't know. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about Black Portland, a little bit of history uh, to let y'all know what's going on here. Again, you can get at me, follow me on Instagram at beatzillapdx, Twitter, beatzillapdx, and of course, YouTube, beatzillapdx official, and on Facebook at beatzillapdx. Uh, right now, I'm actually broadcasting on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube simultaneously. I want to build this platform up so everybody knows to come to the YouTube channel, because this is where most of the content will be. So for all of the followers on Facebook, go follow this channel on YouTube, because that's where this content will be. So let's go ahead and get started. If you didn't know who that was that you were listening to at the very beginning, uh, that was just a little bit of my music. Let's see. Let's see. What a lot of people don't tend to know is the overt racist history of Portland, Oregon. Let's see. And I found an old article. This is pretty interesting. Can you see this? Now, just showing you the influence. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What's up, Silent D? And Eris Roxy, Queen Nadia. Yes, indeed. We are here. And that's actually an outro from an unreleased record. So I figured, hey, why not use that here? Because it's about time for us to move on from Babylon. You know? So, let's see, let me go back to this page. So, look at this article. This is actually Portland, Oregon. That's crazy. This is October 11th. It looks like 1924, I think. Yeah, 1924, The Advocate. Obviously, before we had the Oregonian. Rockefeller gives fortune to education boosters for Coolidge and Dawes Boise. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I know Coolidge. This just shows his influence in politics and that family's influence in politics. Now, as I scroll down in this newspaper, I just want y'all to keep looking, because there's a big surprise at the bottom. There we go. So, two things I wanted to show you that's just going on in this one page. You are seeing the Rockefeller, don't get it confused with the record label, the family Rockefeller, having their hands on putting major money into exercising their political influences. A lot of, yeah, they need to get with the times. Well, okay, prime example. What are we looking at? We're looking at Marcus Garvey. This is Portland, Oregon. Marcus Garvey was speaking here the week that this paper came out at Mount Olivet Baptist Church. I used to actually play there, by the way. This is, I'm sure, their old location. The world's greatest Negro lecturer. So this shows you what was going on here in Portland a long time. A lot of jazz, because you got to, a lot of things here were transplanted from the South. A lot of people that were, I guess, they came here mainly for the war. I think around World War II, they were working for the steel companies. So they built a city called Vanport, which if you have been watching some of my other shows, yes, they shut him down because he was bringing black people together, which they always have been on that. Now, if you look at the transition between Garvey, Malcolm X's father, who was a Garveyite, down to Malcolm X, they got them all out of here. I mean, they, pretty much got Garvey out the country. But nonetheless, uh, for the homegrowns, the foundational Black Americans, which Malcolm X was. For some people who actually try to dispute it, no, he was foundational Black American. If he wasn't, he could have been deported. So just keep it simple, people. Keep it simple. But hey, I guess everybody got to try to get on Twitter and have their moment in the sun. So again, looking at this article showing you the history of Portland, this place has got to be the most slimmest in margin when it comes to Black people. Yet and still, this has been a place of resistance and also economic boom. Let me go to, let me see, bring it back to me. There we go. So let me show you another piece of Oregon history. Portland, Oregon, in fact, on this one. Well, actually, the last one as well. Because for those who don't know, Oregon is a huge state, but for the most part, all the Black folks are on the I-5 corridor. So mainly concentrated in Portland, which is at the very top of the state. Right across the bridge from us is Vancouver, Washington. So when you read these articles that tell you about people from Vancouver or people from Beaverton, like who were just recently arrested in this debacle. So Beaverton is like on the west side. It's just a suburb, straight due west. And then Vancouver is basically north. Right across, there's two bridges that gets Portland to Vancouver. That's where, these people come from. Now, this is in front of the Golden West Hotel. You see that name right there? You know what those guys were? So there was a lot going on in Portland, Oregon. We had a lot of history here, which they're trying to do away with, they've done a lot away with. You definitely, a lot of people don't think Oregon would have. No, a lot of people have no clue about Portland, Oregon. There were riots here. If you know why the chokehold for the police is even a big deal, it's from here. We had a brother who was he was a security guard for 7-Eleven. And there was a person who was looking to rob the place. So him doing his job was catching the thief. And, what's so crazy is when the police got there, because the thief was white, they immediately jumped on the brother and choked him on out of this world. Mistakenly, of course, on purpose. And then turned around and made shirts defending the firing of these police officers, which was done by our last Black police commissioner. By the way, the last time that police commissioner was anybody else other than also the mayor. Oh, they made sure that didn't happen again. Oh, punish white folks for killing Black folks? In this state, oh yeah, we got to change some things. This is in my lifetime too. This ain't like ancient history. I was like 5 or 6 when this happened. And these police, in defense of the cops that got fired, came out with these shirts called Smoke 'em, Don't Choke 'em. And it had the policeman with the gun and the smoking gun. I'm sure y'all have probably seen this picture in your respective states. And yeah, that's how they feel about us here. A lot of people be like, y'all stupid for staying up there. Why would y'all want to stay in such a racist place? One thing we do learn here is how to survive in the midst of our enemies. This is White Supremacy University, ladies and gentlemen. Great Northwest, the place where white folks wanted to escape the South once Negroes got freed. Why do you think they were coming out here? All that Oregon Trail business. What you think that was about? A white utopia? See, they knew that freedom for the slaves was coming. This was a business thing, not that they gave a damn about us. I don't know if people understand that or comprehend that, but that's what that was about. It was a power and money grab. We subsequently get freed. Nobody shed blood based on the freedom or not freedom of black folks in America. Don't kid yourselves. Don't let people change history and tell that lie. No, we see today, everything's about money. It was about money then. What you think they threw all that tea out for? It's about money. I mean, I could go on into some other things that they probably want to give you for free that you probably want to question because nothing comes for free in America. But hey, we're not going to get on that. Next, this is in front of the Golden West Hotel. This was a predominant black owned, which mainly catered towards upper class white people for a while. Had a barbershop where people would come get their straight razor by the black barbers. And so they were starting to capitalize on something. Black folks getting exclusive high dollar white dollars. This is something we don't even see much of today. It was done right here, though. See, this is why I be getting on some of y'all so heavy, especially in the city. If you stay in the city of Portland, we have a rich history here. So to just give it away and want to be conformist, just doesn't make sense to me. Seems to me like you want to strive to get this era back. I just want to, and I'm going to show you something else too, which is a PDF. I got to go into here. I mean, it's a lot that has happened here and that you see building every day on the streets. And let's be clear, what's going on right now in Portland has nothing to do with Black Portland at all. We not involved in that. That's not our fight. That is someone else. Obviously, these people are from the area, and it's a small group. It's not really a big group that's out there. If you notice, very few of them are from our area. Like we're from North Portland, Northeast Portland. For the people who got pushed out all the way to the numbers, then they're like in Gresham. But these people ain't from our neck of the woods at all. Didn't grow up with us, and they out there tearing folks stuff up. We don't do that. We have enough to actually argue our claim without having to go burn your shit down. We have plenty in Oregon as black folks to complain about. That's why Lou Fredericks has presented the reparations bill to get every foundational black American of Oregon who could prove that you've been here over 10 years, that you go back to slavery. That's why I said foundational black American. I know a lot of people don't like that separation, but that is just what it is. So $123,000 annually for those individuals who, like myself, are the offspring of slaves in America that have never got their 40 acres and a mule. However, I just showed you in Portland, Oregon, a very small black community, still thriving financially until they ran the freeway through it. Oh, yeah, the Coliseum. Yeah, that's also a black neighborhood. Hey, how about Emmanuel Hospital and all of that lot that's sitting empty right there on Russell, where the Black Panther clinic used to be before I was born? Been leveled to the ground my whole life. I had to go do research to find out that's where it used to be. They don't even want you going by there to say, hey, the Black Panthers was giving people free health care and had a free dentistry center here. Oh, no, 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 no. Matter of fact, we'll start giving free lunches or free breakfast at the school. Who started that? These folks didn't give a damn about their own people, let alone us. Oh, and people think I talk out the side of my neck. Do you see what's going on in this city right now? There's a lot going on, even politically. Sam Adams is back in the news. Yeah. I'm going to just watch this one. I'm going to just watch this debacle. We had our mayor just like spray citizens with pepper spray. This isn't even going on the news, but he'll order the people to get gassed at the street. We don't have a Republican mayor. You know? Oh, goodness. And, I hope people support Lou Frederick's law because it's really important because things like this are in this state's history. What does that say? Let me bring that and make that a little bigger. Can y'all read that? Can y'all see what that says? Black exclusion laws in Oregon. I probably will attach the, when this is over with, I'll attach the PDF link so y'all could get this and read this at your leisure to know just what kind of madness has happened here. I mean, again, so people might think that I'm a little abrasive for some of the things I say, especially here in Portland. But at the end of the day, I haven't said anything that'll harm you. Oh, a segregation law. Oh, it was more than a segregation law. It was a law that said we couldn't even own houses in the state. Oh, come on now. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this real quick. Just 1 second. Okay. Now, yes, it was a law that black folks could not own property in the state of Oregon. Oh, man. That's an understatement. Yeah, everything's stolen. Well, when you're a creator, then everybody has to follow the trends you set. That's something that also let me speak on real quick. Oftentimes, because I'm here in Portland, and this is why I also wanted to do this on my Facebook page, because I got a lot of local people on my Facebook page. So they don't see what I'm doing outside of here. So the common question is, well, all you doing is talking. And, well, what are you doing? And why don't you run for something? You know what's important? Collective movement. I'm a cog in a wheel because I follow a code. Go figure. I've been talking about this certain code. So guess what? The things that you saw happening with new black media, hey, hello, I'm one of those people. But I've been down for years before there was an internet pushing it like this. But that's because of how I started my career. Again, I know a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people are young. So, especially on the Facebook, they're like, "Hey, well, you're not making any sense." It's because you haven't learned nothing yet. You think you have. I don't get. Hey, what's up, E? I don't get my information based off of what I see now. I've been living it for a long time. So, you got to know certain people are in the know, certain people aren't. Like, the Tony Hills, the Mike Crenshaws. We didn't just start yesterday. Good grief. So, for those who don't get it, um, that's cool. I'm not your cup of tea. Doesn't matter to me. But guess what you can't do? You can't question what I say. And most importantly, you can't dictate what I post. That's not your job. Your job is to either read it, scroll on, and have a nice day. But you want to give your energy to me and think I care. Is this the look of a person who really gives a damn? I'm up here saying what I say, and I've always done it, and I ate every cost. Why would I care about what you're thinking? I do care about the plight of my people. And if you can't figure that much out, then I can't help you. But see, here's a great reason why you should know your history. While you're talking crazy to me, this place actually had exclusion laws. I ain't even going to go down that rabbit hole. I might have to start a Patreon for that particular conversation or a private group uh, to get into that one. But, you know, oh, you know, I do have a link in here. So if anybody got any, questions and you wanted to come in here and state something, let me put this link in the chat. Because I got a lot of people that may have an opinion or something. Who knows? Or just want to say, hey, let me get that off of there. And you definitely are more than welcome to come on in and say, hey, it shouldn't take much to learn about our history. But the truth of the matter is, for some, Silent D, some people just don't want to know. They just really don't want to know. And they'll be like, well, all that black stuff. Are you militants? I just read something that said black folks twisted Uncle Tom's image. No, it was Mark Twain. Oh man. And see, it's like some people look at, oh man, you're woke or you're conscious is like somehow a bad negative thing. I don't see it that way. If I can operate or move in the best way suitable for me and my people to prosper, then doesn't that make sense? I mean, I guess the other way I could look at it is if I don't want my people to prosper, then maybe that would be the course of action I would take. Make sure I resist progress at every turn. Anytime somebody would say, hey, let's hold our vote so they give us tangibles, maybe I would come on your page and call you stupid and start trolling you and saying how ignorant it is that you shouldn't even, if you're not voting for one, then you're voting for the other. Not considering the fact that you're saying, I'm voting for myself with silence. I guess I'm talking too plainly. And now that I'm on my Facebook, for all of you who have so much to say, I definitely offer you an opportunity to come on and say it to the world. Hey, what's up, Danny? Oh man, hey, bro. I'm just getting this platform started. I started a new. Because actually I've been having shows since 2012, but I started this last year. So this is a newer channel. So I wanted to make sure that this channel was relatable for everybody. My other stuff is a little more spiritually slanted. So I wanted to make sure that I could get everybody's ears, because the truth is going to be the truth, regardless if I'm giving it to you out the Bible or anything. So I'm just keeping it plain, keeping it pure, and keeping it true. So, no tangibles, no vote. It's a very simple plan. It's a plan of unity. It's a collective movement. Now, for those of you who don't know why you're seeing so much movement uh, about reparations in Oregon now, the one thing this pandemic did allow to do is allowed me to attend some of these meetings that I would not have been able to attend. Ask yourself, what do I do? Was there anyone in this city talking about reparations outside of the people who mess with me? I'll wait. Hmm. Yeah. And then there's that. See, again, I don't have to be for no candidate when I'm for the people. They kicked me out of all of those meetings. you know. Um, I've been kicked out of some black groups for providing paper government documents that Bayard Rustin was a snitch on MLK. It's not like it's a lie. It's from the government's website. I mean, hey, if I'm lying, then they're lying, right? But you trust them. You just went out and voted for them. So hey, there's that. Yeah, Bayard Rustin was a snitch, and he's, in my estimation, one of the people that encouraged Dr. Martin Luther King to not be armed. Oh, really? Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? I thought you was a different Marlon. Got you, Macru. Matter of fact, I was thinking about you. Yeah, we definitely will talk, because I want to get the content creators of and real true activists. I want to start getting a town hall cracking right here, and hopefully this trend can build to other cities so we can be connected, interconnected that way. You know what I'm saying? Get this new black media moving. And it's a movement. It's not just me. It's not just a Tina Berry. It's not just a Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black. It's Queen Amadai Shakur. There's so many other people, even in different lanes. Hate them or like them, you got Kevin Samuels. So there is so many different content creators. Um, I'll even say, for those, hey, to keep it a buck, we even have the sister up north, Cynthia G. So whatever your cup of tea is, you could pretty much get it fulfilled with black media. We don't all have to get along. We do not all have to get along at all, but we do need to stay on code. Now, with that being said, those who do go off code, you are not above reproach just because you're black. Let's knock that part off. I read something. I ain't gonna say no names, but a local group that was talking about how they were coming to the defense of we can't support law enforcement. Yes, yes. Black owned website. Yeah, just for this reason. And we've been it's I'm sure somebody got it in the works. I know there's a lot of things trying to come up you know, down the pike. Um mm, mm, mm. I we can't support law enforcement. It's like, well, why would you want to? You want to support something that was founded in slave catching. We are forever trying to make something with a dirty root something good. No, see, this is the difference about us. That's why they had to cut us off from our root because our root is good. We are the walking, talking evidence of that. You can't get here as a people having went through what we went through without with having a bad start. Nah, quite the opposite. To be able to still hold on through all of this madness, now they got something else they even pushing on us. Mm, I think being together is a lot better than being apart. You know, it just makes sense to me. Yeah, we need black owned businesses. Oh, and for the Facebook side, they blocked Mac Rue's page, and I'm sure I'm not surprised they did it because he's been giving y'all some real good word, giving you all that truth, um, and he operates in the lane for him that. So I mean, again, this is what I'm saying. In that we all have different lanes, we can intersect, but we all still one. And that's what I'm pushing. That is what I am pushing. Oh, oh man. I put that to the test, Queen Nadia. I literally have put that to the test. B1, my brother. B1. Yes, sir. Uh, Let me read what she just said. I just had that conversation. People will believe a white man before believing a black man. That's a fact. I could speak for myself and Mac Rue. For all the pushback that we have got, me, him, Mario, Micah, uh, yeah. And let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all would be treating Mac Smith the same way. But so you see, the Mac Smith got the platform right now. So y'all playing it real light. We all see you. But hey, if you hear, do the work. But no, for a fact, we see you. Come on. We're from Portland, and Portland, one thing that's hugely notorious about us here is we tend not to support one another. So let a black man say something, giving you facts. This brother is giving a live, like giving quotes from Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. You got these people up here trying to really buck. It's like, come on, man. The reason why you even know these people, like, people want to give this information to you, and it's somebody told me once it's a little radical because it's so different than what they were raised on. Well, then we got to unlearn what we don't need. We have to learn to love ourselves, that's for certain. Learn to be more effective communicators and intentional communicators with one another. So if you have something to say to me, then I'm definitely here to hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Yes. Cognitive dissonance. Well, if anybody see the back and forth on especially my Facebook page, Twitter is a lot different. My Instagram is a lot different. My Facebook page. We get back to the city, Mac Rude. Things change. Oh man, Silent D and Airs Roxy. I wish y'all could just know what it's like to live here. Uh, there's those of us who are on this path, but the ones who are not are strongly on another path. And I say strong. The force is strong with this one. Oh my lord. I mean, these people. Hey, Macru, put a number up of how many people insulted you for not supporting Joe Biden. I just would just give it a round figure. You stupid. You don't know what you're saying. You need to stop putting out that political propaganda. You need to get your facts straight first before you post something. Oh man, yeah, and we'll see. But that's the whole point. What he said is he sits in the middle so he can be amongst the sleepers, so he can get connected, and that way for the people who are really truly desiring, damn, truly desiring something better, uh, you can connect to them because you got the same type of experiences. Uh, Now, with that, the question I just asked the brother was how many people came on his page to insult him about what he posted. He said maybe 50. If you only knew how small our community is in Portland, that means that number is huge. Insane, man. These things got to stop. Uh, we got to learn to listen to one another. Just because we're telling it to you doesn't make it a lie. Who taught you that? That's some self hatred. If anybody watched my show last night about Steven, we have Stevens and we got Bunny Ruckuses, and they both come with the same results. It was mostly the older generation. Yeah, mostly. Yeah, I had some people because when the George Floyd thing started, and I started getting like a bunch of emails. And then people started hitting me, was like, well, hey, don't cut out the old heads. I was like, my advice was keep them old niggas off the block. I'm gonna just keep it real. Sharpton show up, kick rocks. That's what has to happen. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you. you know, because if any, that's what I say. I'll always like to be behind the scenes. That way I can always stay more connected to everything. Um, so yeah, when the question came, yeah, you better tell that dude to kick rocks. Don't let him come in your city because all they'll do is come in there, pander, change the narrative, and everything about voting Democrat, which it still kind of ended up turning into by way of the Black Lives Matter / Antifa George Soros funded protests. Oh, there's reasons I won't be fact checked. Because I mean, if you do, then I'll just go further. So leave mine alone. I don't speak from inexperience. I know who these people are. So that's why I'm saying make sure you always know who you're really. Let me see. No, it's the link. You see that link in the chat? Can you see this? Can you see that StreamYard link? Mac Rule. It's if you go to the YouTube page, you probably should see it in the chat. I'm not sure if it's showing up in Facebook. It should be though. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah. See if I get a notification here. So yeah, I just like to let y'all know what we know here. Uh, whoever want to pop in real quick, go ahead, pop on in. Yeah, because definitely, I want to make sure that all of these voices are heard. We got a lot of strong voices all over the land that have something to say. Because think about it, we have so much opposition against us now. We need all the strong voices we could get. Strong men, strong women, strong children. I mean, because as you see this little singing boy they got all over the place. Oh, Lord. Can't we stop it already with the little singing kid, man? This is crazy. And it's all like the whole vibe of, I got a change coming. Yeah, we got a change coming, but we ain't singing for it. Well, maybe we are. It's just a different kind of song. And you know what they with the Clyburn thing trying to really make a lift every voice the national anthem. That's insane. Like, are you kidding me? That's some kind of reparations, and they talking about the okay. Oh Lord. Okay, just look at this. Over 30 laws passed. One of them actually is they're looking to block. I just seen not too long ago. Yeah, so they're looking to block the law that he just signed in for immigration to stop deportation. They're actually looking to block that. So it looks like it's going to be trouble on the horizon for the Democratic Party. Plus, their minions are now turning on them. And they're minions from both sides. They're BLM, and they're anti for minions. Hey, Hill, how did that work out for you? If y'all didn't know, she's the queen of the DNC. Don't know nothing happened in that party without her okay. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You got to know the movement. So that's why now they're like, they can't really call her out. They ain't stupid enough to do that. But what they will do is be like, I think the DNC played us. Us? You took a check to dupe us. What you mean us? No, no, no. You with them, right? Hmm. Hmm. We are sharp tools over here. We don't need broken ones. Hey, there he is. Get him on here. Yeah. What's up, brother?
Oh, good brother. And they let me through my Macru account. That's hella mania. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the people who you are, my brother.
Man, my real name is Michael Richards. I was born and raised right here in Portland, Oregon, man. And I'm really just a dude of the community, a man of the community. I really came from it. Um, I respect my community. I respect the people in our hardships, and I respect the good things that come up out of here. And I just love my people. I'm just I'm no better than the people who are out here who are asleep. Um,
Facts.
I'm just happen to be one of the people who got some of the knowledge, and I share it as it comes, and right now, because I feel like we are in a war, not in a. I don't think it's.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people feel like it's a time of dialogue, but it's really more like a war we in. And
Yes.
so I've been doing my part as a warrior to insert myself in this time and make sure I give my war briefings when it's time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yeah, I'll be seeing you, man. And it's a good thing, man, because we need, like I said, we need all the strong voices, all the strong people that got experience, that know. I mean, because that they say failure is one of the best teachers. So to have the wins, have the losses, and be able to understand how to help people get through these.
right?
One of the hardest things I'm noticing though is the resistance. It's like how do I put it? It's like a defense mechanism to not have to move forward. So
Um,
I think in some instances they know the truth, but they're really wrestling against it. And when they see you come out, then you're so in the face with it. It just makes it hard for them to deal with.
I think it's always depending on such the system that's out here, bro. That we never we like. I think people are afraid of what are we going to do if the system goes away? How do we eat? How do we? And because they haven't taken the time to study
Mm,
how to be, you know, outside of the system, then I think that it's such a scary thought to say, oh, I actually have to do the work myself. I can't.
hmm
And I don't think it's a lazy mindset. More is it's just the
It's a fear,
mindset, yeah, and just the not preparedness, you know. And then
right?
also hearing it for so long and saying, oh, and I think that we also some of us is naive and our pride get in the way of not want to be tricked, or you know, I'm
Right,
so smart that, you know, of course, like in money and it's so
right,
many
right.
different things in that.
Most definitely, man.
You know, so it's compartmentalized like crazy, you know.
Hmm.
So I think that's the thing. I just like you were saying, it's hard for them to hear it coming from a black person, a black man
Hmm.
or woman, and I think that has everything to do with, you know, is thought processes. We grew up listening to white folks. We grew up going to schools with white teachers and getting all our information from white people, to the point of
Facts.
when a black person come bring it to you, it's almost like, well, did I run it through my fact checker? Because if my white fact checker didn't say it, then I don't know if what you're saying is real, bro. Right?
Absolutely.
You know, so then they
That's a
all
fact, brother.
then they always get it from a white person. They come and show you the video, like, "Hey, look what I found!" Like, and it's and back to cognitive dissonance.
Yes, sir.
You know, I guess black people sometimes feel like other black people are trying to set them up for failure. You know,
Right, right.
I think that's a part of it too. You know,
Hmm.
because there, and I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of black people out here that are scandalous, and because we, you know, we sometimes we act like our brothers and sisters are good to each other, and a lot of them
Right.
ain't. A lot
No,
of them are not.
right. No, that's a fact. A lot, man. You know, I think we've seen the family members that really don't like us.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
They just you know what's in them. I grew up with a homegirl, and what's up, Ronnie? Yes. Well, you know, a lot of us are integrated into the. It's not no black and brown, man. We just like this.
Yeah.
But like the where's I going? Is bring me back to my train of thought.
You say your homegirl, I don't know what you said.
Okay, so growing up, my home, well, she, her sister's my homegirl, but she had this issue. For those of us who went to Maranatha growing up, y'all would know. This sister had a real big issue about being black.
Mm.
It was this instance where where I think this was like vacation Bible school one summer, and she's just in there bawling, crying, right? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? It's like somebody do something to you? No. You know what she said? She said, I'm ugly.
Mm.
Now this girl actually like got the naturally wavy hair and whatnot. Like, well, you're ugly? What do you mean you're ugly? Like, no, you're not. She was like, I'm ugly because I'm black.
And
And that's been her attitude ever since.
and think about that. That comes from the feeding of the community as one. You know, because our
Hmm.
community too will make it hard for you to accept who you are. Sometimes, you know, if your community don't, we don't have a strong community in Portland. Let's keep it real. Our
Right.
community, I was born in 82. So the community that left probably, I would say 1989, 1990, that community that was here, we still had the BGR and stuff like that.
Yes, indeed.
That community is gone and that love left. And when I came up in the 90s, it was definitely more of a how many people can you hate versus how many people can you love.
No, that's true. That is true.
So I believe that it creates the time has created such a bad stigma amongst Black people in Portland. And then the now shout out to the newer way of doing things. I think that we've seen that we lost our side of town and that we lost so much. And so people that do come from this side of town, because I still live in the area, people that still live on this side of town or came from it, we still now I think we realize we lost so much. We know we can't get this back, but I think we're all trying to work to a better.
I think I lost your volume.
Did I come in? Okay, hold on.
Okay, there you go. My
fault, brother.
Yeah, you back. Fault. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so just to a better thought process. That was Black Portland calling me just to my people over there on 15th, you know what I mean? But like even that, we all keep in touch with trying to stay building. And like I said, I sit in the middle of the fence because I still hang with gang members and I still hang with people in the streets. Right. And I don't change my stance on none of this with them. You know what I mean? I had to realize that and a lot of them be like, bro, we be seeing what you're saying and we hear you. And I think that just not having a conversation in our mouths around certain people, you know, the people who lead the community a lot, that's also what hurts us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, having been in certain situations, boy, the powers that be know how to get people out the paint.
Absolutely.
So, you know, just how I've seen people ran off, they've had people try to just make up stories to get people out.
Absolutely.
So certain people just had to pick up and move. Because these people, they play dirty.
That's they dirty.
And, you know, I think like I'm saying, that's why I'm in the fortunate spot. They leave my stuff alone. I'll leave theirs alone.
Right. They play a dangerous game. And I'm going to tell you, like, you know, during the Black Lives Matter thing, during the Black Lives Matter down there, they put another gentleman in and he's not from here. He's from out of town. And when we did the first conversations and the news got involved, and we did the first town halls, it came out that the boy had allegedly been a child molester and did some time and all this stuff. And this, I'm talking about when we walking outside of the town hall, this is all playing out. And I said right then, I never knew this kid. And I said right then, I said, nah, this ain't cool, but this is how they play. And so people was asking me, oh, so you guys are doing business with so you running with you're the leader of the thing with a child molester. And I'm like, hey, I never met that man in my life.
Right.
I didn't meet him until the thing, but they kept trying to say, oh, you're the leader of the BLM here in Portland. I'm like, no, I'm not. So I had to keep telling the news and the newspaper and the news, like, stop trying to put me in a position. I'm just from the community. I'm really from here. The other guys they had speaking for us are not from Portland. They don't know none of us. They're all out of towners, and they were all put here by whatever force that brought them here and gave them the power to lead those people, to lead 1,000 people, and to get that type of power and to get an okay from the city. First of all, you got to get an okay from the city to even do these protests. So them dudes, him leading that protest, he got that okay from the city. So when we went and spoke with the police, he insisted he came. The only reason why I made it back is because I said I'm the oldest person standing here and I'm from Portland. And that's why they let me back there. The other three are not from our city and they run with Antifa. And they didn't like that when they was up there doing the visual for the young man. You see, they got on me about giving a handshaking with the Proud Boys or whatever and getting them to leave. But really, the people who was inciting the problems was actually the Antifa people who was standing on the side of the black people. And black people didn't even understand what was happening to them. And then white folks said that, they said, hey, we don't care about y'all doing a visual. And that's why they walked off. They said, respectfully, we understand what you're saying. But they said, the thing is, we're not going to let them people in our black tear our city up. I said, I respect that.
Absolutely.
You ain't wrong for that.
No, not at all. Let me go ahead and introduce this other good brother, Silent D Productions. What's
Hello,
going on, brother?
everybody. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing,
Man,
fellow
How's,
kids?
how's
good,
it
brother.
going, King?
Good. How you
I am
doing, man?
great. I am great. I am great. Right now, I am at my job. I'm waiting for some work to come in, so I have a little bit of downtime to actually talk to you guys for a day
All right.
before things start going on.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Beatzilla, I want to say thank you for inviting me on your live stream right now and for putting in work of being one and helping us to try and progress more so we can start running things in
Thank
our
you.
community again. I have to say that.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much,
much.
man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And what else was I say? With everything that's been going on, oh no, don't.
No, we got you. We got you.
Oh, I'm about to say because my screen just froze on my end for
Oh,
whatever reason. I'm
oh
like,
man,
what?
you two messing with everybody, huh?
I don't get it. It's horrible when they see when it's well, it is their platform, so of course they're gonna try and do everything that they can, but it's not gonna stop us one bit at all. We're going
Hmm.
to continue to get our voice out. We're going to continue to get together. We're going to continue to make sure that we progress and outreach. That's what
Yes.
we have to do because there's no other way to go. We've done so much. We've done so much progressing, not knowing that we were just too comfortable with everything until a lot of us
Mm,
started seeing what's going on.
facts. That's absolutely true. Tell everybody where you, what state you in, brother.
Right now, well, first, I am South Carolina raised 803 all day. I am in Georgia right now. I am
All right.
residing in Atlanta.
All right.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
Yeah. See, from Portland to Atlanta, we way up north. Matter of fact, it's raining.
Shit,
Always.
we just had rain earlier today.
Oh wow. What's the weather down there?
Right now it is partly cloudy. We just had a little bit of sunlight. The sun's about to set around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Okay.
That's
What's
what
the
we're that's
temperature?
what 62. It's a little warm today.
62.
Yeah,
What is it
yeah.
even 40? Is it? I don't even know if we got to 40 today.
We probably had 30 something.
Man,
I say
We
we
had
about
some
36. It was cold when I
it's
went outside.
37.
I was just
Yeah.
about 37.
we had some cold weather like a couple of weeks ago. Like it was like maybe 27 degrees at one time. So we had a freeze morning.
Damn. In Atlanta?
Yeah, and get snow, but of
Wow.
course it's the
Hey,
South. It won't stick.
you know what I was gonna say to that? You know, it's funny you said that because I was just thinking while you was talking, and you were saying you was from down in there in Atlanta.
Uh huh.
One thing black people I think that we all kind of missed out on is world news. We're not really
Mm.
paying attention to the world news, and because
Hmm.
we're not paying attention to what's going on in the world,
Yeah.
I want to put something on black people's hearts. Check out the Chinese and their artificial sun, and them
Mm.
wanting to get rid of the sun and them wanting to block out the sun, and also Bill Gates wanting to block out the sun. That was
Oh,
Yes.
on
great.
in
So he's not
Forbes.
the only one. That's good to know.
Yeah, well, it's a commission of people
Hmm.
who want pure power over all of us.
Hmm.
Sorry, y'all. I had an incoming
Hey,
call
did you?
just. I had to decline that.
All good.
Oh,
Hey, you was
you
gonna say
know,
he's
Hello.
saying too much.
yeah. Hey, you
Hold
already
on. I
know
got to
there's
get
a
back.
lot of coming out right now. Yeah,
Let me.
and I think this should be downloadable on YouTube for anybody that want to get this. I would upload it on something because who knows, this might come down.
Oh no, don't worry. We got that's one thing I will say. Shameless plug, flyworldwide.com is coming.
Yes,
Anybody knows we was gonna do the Hella Dope show that'll be on Fly Worldwide. We're
dope.
hoping to get people that are black to come on and be one to come on Fly Worldwide and bring their shows on Fly Worldwide, and so
Hmm.
we'll start to put a lot of people's different shows up. So
Dope.
that's one thing we've been trying to make sure that nobody can silence us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for those who are unfamiliar with Silent D, if you guys are in some of these other shows, you'll see them pop up in the chat.
As much
So
as I can, since I'm trying to pull some of these hours where
yeah,
I'm where I'm located. I'll send this to you in DM.
Okay.
I work at the letter Eagle.
Ooh.
Eagle with letters.
Yes, yes, yeah. I know. I remember that. Now, are they still pushing that thing on y'all? Is that stuff?
Not well the stuff ain't mandatory yet, so
Okay.
no. But unless it's a nationwide thing, then they'll start pushing it. And sorry about earlier. I had a spam call that came in on my cell phone. I had to take off. I hate
Oh, it's
those
all
so
good.
much with a passion.
Yes, yes. I totally understand. It's all good, brother. Because the we still rolling.
Well, look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
leave. Let me leave the conversation. My phone is gonna die, and I don't want
Okay.
to just abruptly end. But I'm gonna
Yes.
definitely
Oh
tap back
no.
in. Thank you guys.
Hey.
Thank you for having me, brother. And
Yes.
we
We'll
got
link
work.
up, brother. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Hey,
Peace,
nice to
brother.
meet you too.
definitely a pleasure, brother. Definitely,
Yes.
definitely. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will be back soon. And I'm gonna plug my phone in and watch.
Yes. Yes, sir. All right,
Okay.
Macru.
All right.
Peace, brother.
so
Yeah.
to
Okay.
so to touch up on what he said about world news, I also want to throw this out there.
Hmm.
I keep up with a sister from the motherland herself. She's in Mount
Mm.
Zion as we speak.
Oh,
Dr.
wow.
Muhi Dr. Muhi Sarat.
Mm.
She is really good at keeping us up to date with what goes on in different parts of Africa, especially with the foreigners that are
Right.
overextending their stay and some of the
Yeah,
mischievous things they've been doing over there.
absolutely. I've been seeing there's a war going on. What is that? Ethiopia and Sudan?
I heard something about that. What's going on with them?
Is something having to do with the Nile? I'm not. I gotta do more digging and
Oh
research
yeah,
on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's
It is
something
the
over the
Nile.
Nile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is the Nile. And when Trump was still president, they had to call him to
Hmm.
try and be the middleman, the median,
Right.
to try and get some kind of agreement going. If
Hmm.
I remember that correctly.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that because like the brother said, watching world news, man, it makes a world of a difference
It
because
does.
watching RT and DW, you do get a chance to see all of these other things that's going on. There's a lot going on around the world. Protests were not just in America.
Oh yeah. Trust
Mm-mm.
and trust and believe. Matter of fact, I remember last year when I saw something on Dr. Movie Taraki's channel that
Hmm.
there was a bit of protest going on. I believe it was in Nigeria, and there was
Yeah.
a Chinese owned factory over there, and they weren't too happy with them, so they kind of had a little bit of a protest on their own
Oh, wow.
involving blowing up things. If I'm
Really?
correct. Yeah.
Wow. Mm. Well, and then we got this thing heating up with Iran. Uh, yo, uh, it's time to spiritually tighten up, folks.
Oh yeah, it's been time to spiritually tighten up, especially with the whole Code 45 agenda.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Oh my God, and they
Yeah.
are trying so hard to push this. And
Yes.
at least we have folks that are very sensible to know about the history of what our folks gone through, medical
Right.
wise, and not in a good way either. And what was the sister's name that was neglected in the hospital and
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get the treatment? She passed away from it.
Yes. The doctor. The doctor.
Yeah,
Her name slips me. The sister. I think Queen Amadai put her name. She did a show on her.
she did.
That's crazy. And the fact that that wasn't even out there, well, it was, but what they were doing was so much damage control, pretty much like the same damage control they're trying to do on the superior male image of America that
Uh,
came crashing down January 6th. That's
has it ever been intact from the get go? To be honest with you.
yeah, because it came with a certain power.
Oh
But
yeah, there is a power.
now, see, think about this. People were looking for people to gain things. We're going to gain superpowers. Nobody ever thought who was going to lose power. Mm. And now the luster is gone. See, all that shine is left. See, what all they're left with now is, believe me, but now there's a camera that caught you doing the dirt. So now we know you're a liar. We see you from the dirt you do to the lie you tell to defend it to your arrogance after being exposed. That's something that the world hasn't seen before in America.
Oh
That's
yeah,
new.
and since and another thing that is exposed about the United States,
Hmm.
the country we both live in right now, we're talking to each other.
Hmm.
Apparently, it was never great to begin with, considering that every card has been pulled.
Yes. 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 Everything. Everything. And it's the myth. The myth of like I would say, the pursuit of happiness. See, people believe that there's something promised to you in that. The only thing promised to you in a pursuit is like a heroin addict. They say chasing the dragon. That's what your pursuit of happiness is. It's a drug. It's a damn drug. Some people obtain it in mass quantity, so it does them a lot better, but it's still a damn drug. You know what I
And
mean?
the question is, how long will it take the drug to backfire?
Now we're seeing the overdose.
There it is.
Hey, get your popcorn, people. It's been a long time coming, you know, and rightfully so. That see, people didn't believe things would be done without action. This universe don't need our help. The Most High don't need our help, and the sun, I don't think they need our help. And you think the son of all celestial beings is just gonna take you blocking him out?
Not really.
Woo! Boy, the arrogance. See, America is basically Maya Ponsetto.
Oh Lord.
Mhm.
Uh, I,
Yeah.
I don't. I still think about that. And she's 22 years old, and she looks horrible like that.
Yes.
That's what hate. This is what happens. You have so much evil. You
Hmm.
age horrible, just like the
Hmm.
word evil itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, brother, hey man, I'm finna get ready to wrap this up. And
Right.
I appreciate you stopping through and sharing your word and coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. And hey,
Thank
man, we
you.
will definitely be here again. Appreciate it,
Uh,
brother.
Definitely.
Anything
Thank
you
you
want to
so
say
much.
before you go?
Well, all I want to say is this. Royal fam, it's been time. Even if we can't, even if some of us can't really do much, we can still do something to make sure that we have a strong black community.
Hmm.
That's all I'm going to say. We have we have that power, and some of us just need to tap it too. Unless we don't want to, but hey, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, my brother. Thank you for stopping through. I will holler at you later, my brother.
All right,
Shalom. Peace.
peace.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, this was a fun show. What's up, Ronnie? Donald Lee Howland. Oh, the real hidden element down there in ATL. Yeah, them Georgia Guidestones. I don't know how people don't tie two and two together on that one. You know, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. And something that was said to me years ago: don't let them people put that in you. You see? So let me go ahead and get ready to wrap this on up here. So I hope you all enjoyed the show today. I enjoyed everybody that stopped through. This was fun. Tell you about a little bit of my city and history. Again, black people, not everything is our fight. Our fight is for us. And we need to rally around us now. Time is now, folks. So again, you have been here at the Beatzilla PDX show, PDX official show. Also, you can reach me at Instagram, BeatZillaPDX, Twitter, BeatZillaPDX, Facebook, BeatZillaPDX, and actually also my podcast on Anchor FM. That is Our Real Truth with Beatzilla PDX Official. That's on Anchor FM, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and a few other places. And again, right here on YouTube, Beatzilla PDX Official. For all of y'all on Facebook, for all of y'all on Periscope and Twitter, please go follow, like, share this channel, share this video, participate. You know, I'm just here doing my little bit of contribution to the new black media, you know? So with that being said, you can email me questions, show topics, anything that you want to connect at ourrealtruth@gmail.com. That's our real truth at gmail.com. And if you feel so inclined, you can hit the Cash App at $Beatzilla PDX. And with that, y'all, I'll say this as I say in all of my shows. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. Let it fall and let us rise. And with that, I'm gone.
The music. If you see my mother, tell her I'm alright. I'm just walking around for fun. If you see my mother, tell her I'm alright. I'm just walking around for fun.